Welcome to Drinking with Craig and Roger. I'm Roger.
I'm Craig.
We're going to review a couple of gluten-free beers.
Oh yeah.
It's a sad time for a person to discover that they are, sensitive to bread, to wheat bread, because barley also contains gluten. And so that means a traditional beer is something that they would have problems digesting. They might get very sick from it. I don't think it would kill them, but it's not something you want to do. And so what we have here are a couple of beers. They're Canadian. They're Glutenberg, and they're made in Montreal. And can you see it?
Yeah, Montreal. Let's see. Brewed and canned by Brasseurs Sans Gluten.
Okay, the breweries without gluten. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Anyway, Glutenberg. Okay, so these are something that someone who has a problem with bread or gluten
Celiac.
can drink.
So it's not such sad times. In fact, these may be the best times, because in what other times before the last 10 or so, 15 years, could you have what I'm hoping to be a pretty darn respectable beer if you couldn't eat gluten or drink gluten?
You just don't. Even the traditional ones, even the light traditional beers, okay, start with a barley malt. There's the gluten. They add a lot of rice to make it lighter, but nonetheless, they do have the barley in it, and so that's a problem for them. Okay. Oh yes.
There we go. It looks pretty legit.
It looks like a beer.
Now, I must say, I've had a couple. I've tried these in the past. The best gluten-free beer that I've had to this point is the Estrella Dam Dara. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked for it lately, so I'm not sure if they're still selling it stateside or in Georgia at least. But if you're in the market for one of those, look that up, because it's quite good.
Well, all I can say is this one is made in the same hemisphere.
Okay. All right. Very good.
And the Canadians are our greatest buddies to the north.
Sure. Yeah. Why
Actually,
not?
they're their only buddies to the north. But anyway.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
But yeah.
So this is an IPA. It has water, millet, buckwheat, corn, black rice, candy syrup, corn maltodextrin, hops, and yeast. So still fairly simple.
Hops and yeast. That's important.
That is very important. The candy syrup is a little more reminiscent to me of the Belgian styles.
Well, it's
candy
trying to get the proof up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Just to ferment it.
Yeah, to ferment it. Yeah. As I look at it, though, it does seem a little tiny bit cloudy, which
it
is
is
nice.
cloudy. Don't mind that.
Not really cloudy, but you can see through it. But
a little hazy.
It's okay.
Smells good.
It smells like a IPA.
It does. Smells like one of session IPAs. Not bad.
Tastes like an IPA to me. Not a really, really, really hoppy one.
No, not at all.
But it's very nice, very balanced.
It tastes like a pale ale to me.
Yeah, it's very nice. So if
I wouldn't be mad at this.
No, if you were a great fan of craft beers,
Yep.
and you simply had trouble drinking stuff that was normal, that had barley in it, this is a great option for you.
It is. It is. I would recommend this. If I got this in a bar and didn't know what it was, and I ordered a pale ale, maybe like a session pale ale or something like that, I'd be fine with it. I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Light-bodied. I don't taste anything funky. I don't taste anything off.
No, and it's certainly a little more full-bodied than the widely distributed American beers.
Looking for the strength. 6% alcohol. It'll get you crunk.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than some of them, and it's good. So thank you, Montreal.
Thank you, Montreal. And then we have a stout from them as well. Let me take another sip of this. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now we should try the stout.
All right. I think I can come up with a couple.
This is a
more
winner.
glasses.
Now the stout I'm really excited about. I have never, to my knowledge, seen a gluten-free stout. Because I guess as a style, it's not nearly as popular as lagers, IPAs, pale ales. So unless you solely focused on them, why would you bother making one? I guess is why heretofore it has been unseen to me.
A lot of people like stouts. Your brother likes stouts.
That's true.
So,
Big stout man.
Yeah, well, the stouts, more full-bodied, they're usually sweeter, they don't have a lot of hops in them, and they're very drinkable.
No, well, okay, I take that back. I was thinking it doesn't have a nose to it. It does have that roastiness.
Yeah, it sort of smells like coffee a little bit.
Has a very faint coffee smell. A little sweet.
Yeah, it says millet and buckwheat beer.
Not bad at all.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you were expecting it to have the body of, say, a milk stout, it doesn't have that. It's lighter. It's more like a porter.
Yeah, it is. But it does have a similar flavor to the milk stout.
Okay.
You're right. Man, if they put this on nitro would be pretty nice. It would. It'd be a much better than Guinness. And this one probably comes in at about 6% too. Maybe a little less. Let's see. Where is it? 5%. Okay. So still up there. It's nothing to sneeze at.
Not a near beer.
It's a nice, it's not near beer. It is a pretty nice, session stout. Like you said, I would say the flavor is closer to a milk stout.
Yeah.
This is good. I'm not mad at it.
No, it's just the body it's not as dense as say Guinness would be. It's not that dense.
Put it on nitro and it might be.
It's good stuff though, and so I think what we're going to say here is that if you can't drink the widely distributed craft beers or traditional beers, there are options for you if you like beer that are good.
Did you get this in Georgia?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Do you want me to name the store?
Why not?
That was at ABC Package Store in Athens, Georgia, which is on Broad Street, just east of
Okay, you're getting way too
Oglethorpe.
Specific now.
But that's okay. If you happen to be in Athens and you're looking at this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But, I think you can find this in many more places. So just look for it, ask for it. And if you can't find it, ask your store personnel, liquor store personnel, what they have that's
they can probably bring it in,
and they probably can bring it in,
Yeah.
or they probably have another one which is okay. But you certainly can have something better than water to drink if you
or vodka.
or vodka. Well,
Hey, do you know if Glutenberg makes other styles?
I think they do, but I just got these two.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, and then what was the other thing I was going to say about this? Okay, now, overall, scale of 1 to 10 amongst all beers, where are we going to rank this? 1 to 10 amongst all beers.
Well,
Now, I typically do like porters and stouts, and even, lower proof ones that are more mild. I would say...
I would move it up to somewhere around 7, something like that.
Might be a little high.
Maybe a little high.
I'm thinking around a 5, just because of the thinner body, a little less complexity. I'd say both of them are about the same, right around 5. They would be an average beer. There's nothing bad about them, but there's nothing that stands out.
You're talking about average for a craft beer.
For a craft beer, correct. Craft beer, amongst all beers. Now, for a gluten-free beer, these are right up to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've had some weird ones. They just don't taste right. These taste like real beers.
These taste like real beers, yeah. And I'm going to rate it a little higher than you on its taste.
Okay.
Not necessarily its body, but on the taste, it's very nice. And the same thing with the IPA. It's terrific.
Yeah. So for sure, I mean, even if you don't have any restrictions, these are fine. But if you do, these are highly recommended.
Very good. Till next time. Have a good one.